What's up, y'all? Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to iDMC Speaks.
Yep.
My name is Darius Charles.
And I'm Monique.
And we are the founders of Unity Ministries. Hey, guys, we're going to go right into it. Today, we have a very, very juicy topic. Your spouse is not your enemy. Not your enemy. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend is not your enemy.
They may get on your nerves.
Right.
You may feel like they're against you, but if God sent them to you, then that's not your enemy.
Right. So so she said, may get on your nerves. I don't think I ever get on my niece's nerves. I really don't. But if I do, I don't. Anyhow, but y'all know that was a joke. But hey guys, before we dive into our actual notes and topics, like, share, comment, copy and paste the link and send it to somebody's email or text message.
If you're on YouTube, subscribe to our page.
And also hit the notification bell right now, so you don't miss anything that we put out. We put weekly content out. Every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, we have something that we're putting out. So guys, just stay tuned to that. So again, your spouse is not your enemy. Some of y'all may be like, well, you don't know my spouse, right? This person gets on my nerve. They're always on top of me. They always doing this and doing that. But I don't think that's he or she. That's not them. That's something driving them to do stuff like that.
Right. Or it may be you not looking at it in a different light. Right. You know?
Gotcha. So here's what I put. I'll tell you, how can two people that love each other actually be each other's enemy at the same time?
Right.
It's not even possible because enemies hate each other.
Right.
Right. When you have someone that's opposing you because they don't like you. At the same time, you can't love someone and actually hate them at the same time. You can love someone and don't like what they do.
Right.
Or don't like them at that current moment, but you can't love and hate at the same time. Right. It's not even possible. It says that light drives out the darkness, right? Light, love, drives out hate, darkness, right? That's the whole concept that I got from it. Because enemies hate but spouses love, right? Enemies want to see you fall. Spouses should want to lift you up, okay? So if you get to an argument, don't get to a point where you think it's so deep into the situation, like, you know what? I don't like this person. I hate this person. This and that. But I also don't think that that is that person that is causing your relationship to fall. I wrote something down. I thought it was critical. It said that one, when you are married, again for the one that's married, you two are one. The ones that are dating or looking to get married, got to understand that you guys will become one whenever y'all decide to take that covenant with one another. So if your spouse is disagreeing or not really in the same same headspace you are on a certain topic, you got to understand that, hold on one second, guys.
Yeah, if y'all are on the same page, you got to understand that, differences of opinions are expected. It should be expected, right?
Yeah, and I have my notes here, so that's why I couldn't read my own handwriting. It said, you two are one. If he's bad at something or she's bad at something, whether it's communication, finances, cleaning up, chores, whatever, if he or she is bad at something, you got to take responsibility to say, we are bad at something, not he or she is bad at something. Like, take responsibility to say, because we are one, right? If there's one thing lacking in our relationship, I can't throw it on one person.
Right. And you gotta look at it as, you two are a team, like they say, there's no I in team, right?
Right.
So, but y'all are supposed to work together. If there's something that Darius is bad at, I'm here to pick up the slack. If there's something that I'm bad at, Darius is here to pick up the slack, you know, and when you work together.
If we learn to take responsibility, we can't blame one another. That's what enemies do. Enemies blame each other.
Right.
Enemies say that, well, it's her fault. Enemies say it's his fault. But if you learn to take responsibility, you would actually always lead in any situation, right? If the house is dirty, I got to get up and clean it. Right? I'm leading. If the finances are bad, Monique say, you know what? I got to take responsibility for this because it's not just Darius. Right? It's us. And I had a acronym here: LEAD, LEAD. Learn even at disagreements. Learn even at disagreements. Right? Always lead. Always get to a point where you always learning, even when you don't physically feel, not physically, but mentally. Even if you don't feel that it should be moving the way, if it's not in the direction that you would like it to go in, you got to remember, hey, I need to lead. Right. I need to take responsibility. I need to make sure as a team that we don't fall. So I'm going to step up and play my role, play my part. Right. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does. It definitely does. Right. That's really good.
Right. And again, so you got to also think about it. When y'all disagreeing, when y'all fighting or bickering or whatever, is the marriage really worth it? Is the marriage really worth a financial problem? Is the marriage really worth a
No, don't say that. If I'm sorry, don't say. I want to say you maybe shouldn't say is the marriage worth it, because the marriage is worth it. Because once you're married, you're married. What was it? I lost my train of thought.
Well, while you lost that, I want to say this. I'm not meaning divorce. I would never preach that, tell people that. I'm saying that if your marriage is worth it, then the problem should be minimal.
You should say, is the problem worth it?
Is the problem worth it? Let's see. Let me see if I said it right. When you are disagreeing, arguing, think about the big picture. Really, is my okay? Well, I'm probably messed up.
Yeah. Is the disagreement worth it? Is the argument worth it?
Worth losing your marriage over?
Right. There you go. Good job.
Because there's always to a point where it's really not. I mean, the situation is very small compared to the big picture. Right. The big picture is that we love each other, that will never change. I'm here for you. I'm going to be there for you.
Yeah, and your love should be unconditional.
Right. And what gets me, and again, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not condemning anyone that got a divorce. But a lot of times when people say, oh, you know what, I love you, I'm always be there for you, but they actually quit on the marriage and they give up on the marriage and they divorce. I think, man, if you actually are, what you understand, the enemy is there to divide you guys, and the enemy is not the spouse. So the spouse is not out to divide y'all. It's something else. It's the devil. It's the spirits. It's the demons. They're out to divide you guys. So once you'll be able to identify that, and you love that person, you just confessed it. You love them. You're gonna be there for that person regardless of whatever happens.
Just pray for your situation.
Pray for the situation, but also fight. Right. Fight the enemy together, not fight your mate. Because once you start to fight your mate, that's when the divisions start to happen. Right. Okay. So
that's really good, babe.
Yeah. So that was just some things. Appreciate it. That was just some things I was thinking about, because it is kind of, if you don't know, it is very easy to get it confused and think that it's her fault or it's his fault, but really it's someone else's.
It's the devil coming in to steal, kill, and destroy your relationship.
Absolutely. So once you identify it, pray in the spirit. Say, you know what, God, we need to take this out. If the other party is not willing to pray or go to church or all that stuff, you stand in the gap for that person.
Right. Just continue to pray for them.
Right. And then you also lead. Right.
You lead by example.
Right. Lead by example. But go back to the acronym, is learn even at disagreements. So if y'all disagree that, hey, you know what, we're not going to we're not going to be praying together on this one, but I need to learn in the word how to uplift this person. I need to learn how to accept this person. I need to learn how to change the situation whenever it feels as if I'm in this by myself. So, guys, your spouse is not your enemy. Monique, when I make you mad, I'm not your enemy. And again, if somebody is intentionally doing it over and over and over and over and over again, maybe they have a maturity level that they need to work on.
Right.
So, like I say, be patient with that person.
Yeah, there's something like internally that they're battling with.
Right.
That they haven't come to terms with.
Yeah. So, and I find
help them out, with that issue. Maybe ask questions. Hey, what is it that's really bothering you? Is there something you want to talk about? Because maybe just address it as in like, hey, you've been acting this way lately, and we need to talk about it.
Right.
Like, what's really causing this internal issue?
Right.
I know it can't be me all the time, but try to figure out what the bigger picture is.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot, like I said, communication is one. Vulnerability, like being honest and open and letting your feelings putting your feelings out there is important in things like this. But again, if someone else is to a situation where that other person is hard-headed, they don't want to act right, so to speak, you just got to be able to lead. You got to be able to lead. Sometimes it's going to take patience. Sometimes it's going to take some stickability and all that as well. But
stickability?
I don't know if that's a real word, but it's something I use from time to time.
Indeed.
Just got to be able to stick with it. I believe this wholeheartedly, and we're going to do a segment on this eventually, is that your upbringers actually shape your reality a lot of times, because your upbringing has a lot to do with the way that you think, the way that you view life, the way that you see things.
And we talked about this at our in our love training segments. We had a topic of self-love and how that can how it's important to love yourself first before going into a relationship.
Right. So somebody is to a point where that may be, and I appreciate it, loving yourself first. It may be a point where that person's not really changing or making the necessary changes fast enough. They may be still battling with themselves. All right. And again, I say battling because it's not just them. It's something internally that's causing them to battle with themselves. Right. AKA the enemy, right? So the enemy is not your spouse. It's something that they already had prior to a relationship, prior to the marriage, prior to the situation that even came about, right? No one, okay, this is good. No one actually just automatically pick up an issue. Okay, it is formed. It's something that they have learned. If you're in a marriage right now and the spouse has a bad issue with finances, it probably didn't just start. It probably was something that they've been having for years and years and years ago. I've yet to meet anybody that was good with money as a child, like we're learning to manage money, and then all of a sudden they're not good with it anymore. Right. And it's a habit that you learn. And I'm just using that as an example. But so guys, I want to hear you guys' comments, feedback, things like that.
And tell us what you think.
Tell us what y'all think. If y'all need any additional advice or things like that, recommendations.
Like, we don't do counseling, but we're always here, to give we always have an open ear just to give you our opinions or give you a word of encouragement.
Yeah, just a couple of things we want to recommend too. I listen to a lot of podcasts and books and stuff. Go to Focus on the Family podcast. They talk a lot about like being able to overcome certain things within relationships. We have the Rick Warren podcast. I can't remember the name of it right now, but Rick Warren, he's pretty good as well. But also seek and search what are some common marriage events that's coming up that we can attend. Stretch 20 gonna be coming up here pretty soon. Monique and I are gonna be hosting that. We have all the speakers, we have the venue, we have the date. But we are not releasing it yet, but we will put the registration out here pretty soon. So, guys, thank y'all again. I know I keep saying, guys, like I'm about to stop, but now I'm really about to stop. Thank y'all for watching. Email us at unity.growtogether@gmail.com for any further information about anything. Again, my name is Darius.
I'm Monique.